comedian and cookbook author Gus Constantellis is here with us today. You have seen, maybe if you're on TikTok and Instagram, he's got sharp, story-driven stand-up comedy online, on stage. He is very witty, very funny, and now he's turning what was his family grief into an amazing cookbook. It's a cookbook like no other that I've read. His new book is called My Greek Mom's Recipes. She died, I wrote this cookbook. Welcome, Gus.
Hey, thanks for having me.
So the title hits hard, okay, and it makes us laugh. I mean, it does. It's like, whoo. So was that always the title?
So the original title was actually My Dead Mom's Recipes, and I think the publisher was like, that's a little too much. So let's scale it back a little bit. And then we ended up on She Died, I Wrote This Cookbook as the subtitle, which I'm really proud of. I think it's the cover and everything really sets the tone of what the book is really well. So I think it's perfect now.
Well, and you've got quotes that just kill me every time. One of them from your mother, I'm assuming. When I die, you're all going to starve.
Yep, exactly. When I die, you're all going to starve. She would always say, like, death is the only real peace and quiet. Like, she was so morbid, but also so funny about it. Like, we talked about death like it was a friend. And so I talk about grief in this book as if it's a friend as well.
Well, we all live with it, right? If we love someone,
Yeah.
we wind up, sadly, having to figure out how to live with their loss. So all the recipes are beautiful. But what is one of the recipes in the book that feels like, my mom's in the room with me?
Oh, there's a dish called spanakorizo, which is a spinach rice dish. It's so simple, but it has leeks in it and scallions and tomato sauce. And I make it exactly like my mother used to make it. And there was one day where I left my apartment, I had it simmering, I went out to smoke, I came back, and it just smelled like my house, like my family home and my apartment. And I just started crying immediately. And I was like, this is why I wanted to do this cookbook.
I love that. I love you. And also another favorite quote. By the way, the book throughout is full of stories, although, it's a cookbook and you have all the ingredients
Yes.
and all the instructions. It's full of stories that help us understand your relationship with your mom, what kind of person she was, what kind of family you had. And although it's a very specific Greek family in Brooklyn, I'm sitting there thinking, this is my Polish family in Toledo. How, right? I mean, you really do tell a relatable story that many of us kind of feel. But my favorite quote too, you hungry? I grew up starving. That's your mom too, right?
Yes, it was. Because she grew up, and that's why these recipes are all so simple, and they really are like the traditional recipes that come from Greece, because she grew up in poverty. She grew up cooking for 12 people at a time. So she had to learn how to cook very simply and very efficiently. And that's why I think all the recipes work so well. And there's a lot of heart in them. And then I think the stories, it is half memoir, half cookbook, add this whole new element of like, I'm bringing my family to the forefront and talking about grief in this very comedic way that I think people will truly find relatable, and not just food, but also in the reading too. Yeah.
It's beautiful, and it just, like I said, it's a story throughout. Every dish is a story. Every page makes us feel like we know your mom, and the way, I mean, as a mother of a son, I mean, it just feels so much that she has a hand in your life today, even though she's not with us. So, speaking of the recipes, pronounce it for me. Tzatziki. Tell me, am I saying it right? How do we say it?
Tzatziki, you said it perfectly, honestly.
I love that. All right. Well, we are going to try that recipe when we come back. I want everyone to know, pick up My Greek Mom's Recipes. She Died, I Wrote This Cookbook. And also follow Gus on all of his social media channels. You're going to smile. He is so relatable, so funny. And I am putting it out in the universe right now. This is a person that needs a cooking show, like right now. Get that going.
Put it out into the universe. Thank you. Yes.
But get the book right now at your favorite bookstore or online. Thank you so much for joining us today on Author's Note. And if you hang around, you might see me totally mangle the recipe.
Thank you so much. Thanks for having me.
All right, after the break, we're going to be putting one of Gus's recipes at his mother's recipes, really, to the test in the kitchen. The 9 is back in just a few minutes. Don't go away.
The View's hot topics are on fire. And this week, Lisa Kudrow